In this video, we will cover some of the basics of using the Snom phone on the NetServ Cloud platform. In this demonstration, we will be using the Snom D725. First, we will go over what the various buttons are used for. Starting with the buttons along the left side of the display, you have 4 SP buttons. These are referred to as System Park, or another way is thinking of them as System Hold buttons. While on a call, you can press any of the available open park buttons, indicated by a green light. The button light will turn red on your phone as well as on all the other phones. Now, you can let the other party know that they can pick up the call by pressing the corresponding button on their phone. On the right side of the display, you will see 3 line buttons and 1 call pickup. You make and answer calls by using any of the 3 line buttons. Those buttons will display your extension number. Call pickup will only be used if you ever need to answer a call that is ringing at a different extension. The 4 soft keys along the bottom of the display will change functionality based on the current state of the phone. While idle, the buttons will show directory, call history, call forward, and help. But while on a call, you will see hold, transfer, conference, etc. The next P button will allow you to scroll to the next set of programmed buttons, if available. In the next row of buttons, you have D and D, Do Not Disturb. If enabled, the phone will not ring and any calls directed to that extension will immediately go to voicemail. The button with a check mark is used when confirming, saving actions and input, returning a previous screen, accepting calls on speakerphone, and in headset mode. The button with the X is used when canceling actions and input, returning to a previous screen, terminating calls on speakerphone, and in handset and headset modes. When the screen is idle, you can press the up or down arrow to select outgoing identity, or press the left arrow to see received calls, or right to see missed calls. In other contexts, like settings or lists, you can navigate up or down, left or right. On the right side of the dial pad are the dedicated function keys: directory, settings, transfer, and hold. Along the bottom is the mute, volume, which is used to adjust the ringer when the phone is idle or ringing, or the volume of the handset when in a call. Then speaker, you can toggle between hands-free and handset mode, and headset, which turns headset mode on or off. So now we'll go over some basic phone functionality. For example, making calls. You can press a line button. If you want to start off with speaker, once you hit the line button, it enables the speaker mode down here, or you can simply switch over to the handset. But once you move over to the handset, put it down, back in the cradle, the call will hang up. You can start by just pressing the speaker button, dialing the number. You can press the check mark.
Thank you for calling NetServ.
Once you're
Your
done,
single source provider
again you
for
can
IT
press that
services.
line. If you press it, as you notice, it put it on hold.
We've recently changed our menu options
But if you want to
to
hang
serve
up,
you better.
you just press that speaker button one more time. You just dial the number, press the check mark button.
Thank you for calling NetServ. Your single source
Make a
provider
call.
for IT services, telecom, and voice over IP solutions.
And again, you can
Please listen
move
carefully
it over to the
as we've
headset. If you
recently changed
have
our
a
menu
headset,
options to serve you
you can
better.
press that
If you
button,
know the extension of the person you are
and
trying
it
to
will
reach,
then go
you may
live.
dial it now.
Or you can switch over again to your handset. Or if you want to go straight to speaker again, you can hit the speaker icon here on the display,
Awesome.
and then hang up the
Please press
handset,
1.
and you're back
Looking
on
for tech
speaker.
support? We love helping
To hang up,
customers. Please.
go ahead and hit speaker, and the call hangs up automatically. Call waiting. So what do you do if you're on the phone and another call comes in? You're on a call,
Thank you for calling NetServ,
and someone in the
your single
office
source provider for
that is
IT
tries
services,
to reach you.
telecom, and voice over IP solutions. Please listen carefully as we have recently changed our menu options to serve you better.
You now will
If you
see
know
the
the
second
extension
button
of
on
the
your
person
phone
you are trying to reach,
flashing,
you may dial it now.
as well
Calls
as you'll
may be
hear
monitored and
a
recorded
slight
for
beep
quality
in your
assurance
ear,
and training.
which that would
If you're
be the
ready
call
to become
waiting.
a NetServ client, or you want to speak to someone about your business goals,
So now at this
awesome.
point, what you
Please
can
press
do
1.
is you can press
Looking
that
for
button,
tech support?
you can answer that call, the other one is automatically put on hold. Once you're done, you can hang up. Retrieve that other call that you were just on, and then once you're done, you can go ahead and hang up on that call as well. Now a call comes in, how do you put it on hold? After you answer it, you have a few ways to do that. You can press the hold on the display, then you can retrieve it. There is a hold on the phone down here as well. Press it again to retrieve it, or you can just press the line itself. We'll put it on hold and then you can retrieve it once again. But please keep in mind that when you use the hold feature, that puts the call only on hold on this phone. There are other ways that you can have that call or make it available on another phone, either by parking the call, and then everyone will see the same button lit on their phone. They would just press it and retrieve that call. Or you can transfer the call, do a blind or attended transfer, and that will also get the call over to another extension. So now let's say a call comes in and we want to transfer it to another extension. We have a couple of ways of doing that. We have what's called the blind and the attended. So let's say we want to do an attended transfer. We want to let the other person know who it is before we transfer the call over to them. In this case, we can hit transfer, put another extension number on there, hit attended. That other phone rings, they pick up the call, we let them know who it is, and if they're willing to take this call. If they say yes, then we can just hit transfer again. That call disappears from your phone, and now that call that came in is now connected with that extension. Now let's say call comes in, we answer it, but we don't, there's no need to let the other person know who it is. We just want to transfer the call directly to that extension. So in that case, what we can do, hit transfer, hit the destination, and then hit save transfer. When they pick up that call on the other end, the call automatically disappears from your phone, and again now they're speaking to that call directly. Now what about a conference call? We can do a three-way conference. After we answer a call and we want to get a third person involved in our call here, what then we can do is put this first call on hold. Once they're on hold, we can dial the third party. In this case, I'm just going to press or dial another extension. Once they answer, they are now connected with me. Now to get the first caller on this call, we're going to hit the conference. Now we're all three on this conversation. So now if I want to drop off the call and leave them connected, I can simply just hang up. And now the caller and my other extension are connected together, and I'm no longer on that conversation. Another feature is a voicemail. So here we're going to hit the retrieve.
Number, then press pound.
We're going to enter our PIN number.
You have one new message. Press star to play. Press 9 for options.
So
To
then
exit,
it will
press
tell you
pound.
the different options available. But if you want to
play messages, press star.
record our greeting,
To change your profile status, press 1.
you can go to 8.
To record new greeting message, press 0. To restore standard message, press 1. Record your greeting message.
So here you can
then
record your
press
greeting
pound.
that the caller will hear.
To
Once they
save
reach your
message, press
extension and you
0.
don't answer,
To repeat recording, press 1.
this is where you can
To
record
verify
that
your recording, press 2.
greeting.
To exit, press pound. No saved messages.
So as you could hear, you can also change your PIN as well if you don't want to go by the one that was provided to you on the 3CX welcome email. You can change that here as well. Now you may have been curious as far as what is that little blinking light I see right above the dial pad. That is actually a motion sensor that, if you notice on the display, the word park underneath the P on the left hand side, and then the word line on those 3 buttons on the right, you see everything looks kind of cramped and small. But if you put your hand over the little sensor, it just expands the view. So instead of saying line on the right hand side, it now shows your extension number and the name as configured on the phone system for that extension. And then the SP0, that's how those line buttons are programmed as well on the system. So it just opens up the field of view here for those buttons. As soon as you move away from that sensor, you can see it goes back to normal position here. So that's all it is. It's just a motion sensor for the display.
We hope this video has helped you to better understand using some of the most common functions of your new Snom phone. If you still have any questions, please feel free to call the NetServ support line at 714-617-7119. Thank you for your business. Have a great day.